the Titan. It's falling too fast. Obey Alliance. They're going to the finals.
Europe claims first blood.
Unbelievable. This is a team that wasn't even projected to make Worlds. No one had faith in them, but now here they are, ready to go to the 2017 World Finals.
It's only Attacking with a double, only Moss left up. The Titan
They're going
being
for it.
by NRG. Moss, can he get the kill? No, he can't. He's gonna fall down. NRG are going to the Grand Finals.
So much pressure on them. Look at Adapting's face. He is so pumped. An all-EU Finals, first time we've seen it.
4 North American teams entered the Smite World Championship. All 4 of them have been eliminated by the 2 European teams that came into this competition.
I mean, Ubey is looking so good right now, so, I mean, it's going to be hard for NRG as well in the Grand Finals here.
The time has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Smite World Championship 2017. We are live at the Hi-Rez Expo.
This is what we came here to watch. The best teams in the world. We have the top 2. Time to find out who's number 1.
That's right, and those top 2 will be hailing from the same region for the first time in Smite history. Europe will be in the Grand Finals exclusively, and it is going to be a barn burner for sure. But it all comes down to this, the final matchup of the day, a best of 5 to determine the 2017 Smite World Champion. Will it be Obey? Will it be NRG? Obey, a squad that no one gave the time of day. Here they are. Ataraxia was sitting in your chair last year, Anatoly, your chair, and he looked at me and said, I'm gonna be on that stage next year. I'm gonna become a world champion. And there he is on that stage, looking to do just that.
He's made it, but now he has to go against his scrim partner, NRG, the former defending champions. It's gonna be quite a big, important match for him.
I mean, this is going to be one of the best games of Smite that we've ever had. Not to mention 2 European teams going against each other. Only 2 teams from Europe showed up, and they make it to the finals. Seems a little bit bad for NA this year.
NRG are the defending world champions, 2016 Smite World Champions, formerly known as Epsilon, but throughout the year, they have not dropped a single live event. Even more so, they were in an 18-game win streak before Luminosity Gaming, Barracuda, and the boys unseated them and ended the streak. Despite their best efforts, though, it was not enough for them to get to this point. NRG showed that they were able to bring it back in honestly, what was a incredible Game 5.
Well, we saw Obey struggling before earlier on this year, but now they are at a point where they are almost destined to dethrone the world defending champions, I would say. They've been scrim partners, and we'll see the mind games come out this set.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of the same picks, a lot of the same priorities and bans coming out from those 2 teams because they know exactly what each other want. But Obey, on the whole, has been playing and showing that they've been playing better than NRG. NRG, everybody expected to come in and just wipe the floor with the competition, but they've been dropping games and having close games with teams. Obey, on the other hand, when they're winning hard.
All right, well, folks in the arena, are you ready?
So we've got Obey versus NRG in the finals of the Smite World Championship. You guys have fought to get here. The Americans are no longer in the conversation. Obey has to go up against the defending world champions. What does that mean to you and the team?
This is the best possible finals for us, even though the storyline against LG would have been fantastic. They are the reigning champions, so if we want to be true world champions, we need to beat them, and we're going to do it.
All right. You guys have a title already, and you need to defend it. How is NRG going to make sure that you go home for the 2nd time in a row wearing the crown?
I mean, you were in the finals once and you choked. I'm sure you could do it again.
Now, I had an interview planned, but this is obviously a conversation. You got to get back. He's right. Once upon a time, you came here with Titan, and you guys failed to beat Cloud9. How is this time different for you in Pretty Prime?
It's honestly the unstoppable train in the solo lane. and Frezzy and Captain Twig, they're the difference. Those guys are amazing. Frezzy made Worlds, and Frezzy is going to win Worlds.
Faith in the team is what brought Obey here. We've seen you guys succeed hurdle after hurdle. You guys started the regular season 0-8, and then lost again. And you guys picked it up and continued. NRG, on the other hand, have never really seen that type of situation. How do you know that you're going to keep on being successful here?
I mean, we're going to be successful because either way it's going to be an EU champion, right? We train them. They're ready as well, dude.
Well, that's what it comes down to, I suppose. Real quick, it's a best of 5. Who wins and in how many games?
3-0 Obey.
And Rapper?
You know me. 3-0 Obey.
Do you want another go on that one?
Yeah, I've got a big bet on it, dude.
Well, in that case, let's handle it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. It is your first game of the Smite World Championships.
Neither team couldn't have asked for a better draft on each side. It's really going to come down to who executes the best here. Guys in the arena and at Coke theaters across the country, are you ready for game number 1 of the Smite World Championship 2017? It's time to send it over to your casters, Hindu Man, Adonis, and Aggro. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy, and welcome everybody to the finals. Once a year, we get to celebrate Smite as a community, as a company, and these players on the stage. And right now, there's only 10 left standing.
NRG taking on Obey, and honestly, looking at the beginning of the year in the European SPL, these seemed like unlikely finalists. NRG are not only the reigning world champions, but have seemed virtually unbeatable for over a year and a half.
And Obey was not that unbeatable team for most of the season, but since arriving here in Atlanta, they have looked unbeatable. They've rolled through almost every single opponent. Eager took them to 5 games, but ultimately Obey triumphed into the finals.
How these teams react to this will be really telling, I think, who's going to hit those level 5s.
Well, the Elementals being looked at by both teams. They really want Captain Twig here. Fantastic double tap from adapting off the back of that abduction in the duo lane. We've still got action going on.
Captain Twig gets saved there in that engagement on the right-hand side from Variety, the beautiful double fearless, and that's exactly what we've come to expect from Variety on this tier. He has looked like one of the best, if not the best, solo laners in the world, and this matchup in the solo lane is one that I'm very closely watching.
Now, these two teams are scrim partners. They've said it themselves on the stage. They respect each other. NRG say they trained Obey. Is this going to be the master gets beat by the apprentice?
We could see it. I mean, with the way Obey is playing, like I mentioned earlier on, this isn't maybe the greatest mechanical team in the world. It isn't a team that's come in and beat everyone all year like NRG has, but this is what you see in long format tournaments like this. Obey is just hot. They're hot at the right time.
But it's a cagey start to the game for me as well. I think it's this is the fact they are scrim partners. They know the ideas, the tendencies they like to go to. And in fact, they're actually allowing their team hold that ball.
This is trouble for Emilito right now, but a quick sidestep, and he's going to be able to back off of this. But Obey just continuously keeping up this pressure. Dimmy, very low mana right now. I don't think he has enough to ult away.
He's in real trouble right now. He's got to be careful of the Lawbringer. We are the law, says Variety. And he will claim first blood for Obey and Alliance. But Yamin on the rotation, looking to punish.
Nice backstep. Variety perfectly reading when that portal was going to come out. Gets the heal from the power cleave as well. Dimmy getting soloed for first blood in game 1.
This is what I was talking about. Variety is so strong.
Melito sees this coming. He's already backpedaling as fast as his legs will take him.
Nice.
Fantastic Sanctuary to absorb most of this damage. At half health, when the rewind comes through, Twig goes back because he knows Emil's coming back with him.
He's going to be stunned. This is a lot of trouble, but adapting comes down. Twig, he's going to get picked up, and now Ataraxia on full retreat has to airstrike away.
And the wall not going to hit, luckily enough. Otherwise, NRG could have taken their second kill of the game.
So instead, just focus on farming up and utilizing their global ultimates of both Thor and Giannis to look for picks.
Great ball, Melito with a Siphon Shredder. Captain Twig will take Emil's life. The space and time from Yamin is there to support again, but it's a little bit too late. This composition from Obey, for me, though, when I look at it, it's very balanced. The early game with the Thanatos, the Sylvanas, and then you've got Scylla and Jingwei for late, but the God Fury is gonna drop in seconds. Obey with a beautiful lead right now.
We've seen this time and time again from them all weekend, just finding the right opportunity.
Hold in,
Another pull.
Rapper is good, but the Obstruct is even better. Unstable Vortex does good damage to Twig, but the sustain is there, but it looks like adapting once more.
And now, oh no, to the sky, no! Captain Twig can't make it, but adapting rooted under the tower, taking so much poke, trying to turn it around, but he's not able to.
And it goes
Ataraxia pushing forward.
He's looking at Rapper. The enhance not enough to bring down the support player, but once again, a trade in the mid lane.
In that support department, and with the focus that Pandalike has been taking in this game, you expect him to get another defensive relic like a sprint.
Oh, Captain Twig!
But in the mid lane, Captain Twig, isolated by the wall and the portal, good enough for NRG to answer back once more, and now look towards the speed.
They pick off Captain Twig in the mid, and then Obey cannot stop that speed buff invade.
Two members left-hand side, however, going very aggressive on this tier 2 ult for ult trade. Ataraxia, though, gonna walk into Yamin, and Yamin gave him a good tasty treat in response, and here comes Thor.
Looking for one, and it's gonna be on top of Ataraxia. Sanctuary's gonna buy him some time adapting, turning over to the Sport. Pretty Prime blinks forward, but he misses the Sikkim.
The wall just blocked him, and now Pandalike's one hit from death. I'm a Monster hits two, but it's not enough damage just yet to stop NRG continuing to gain momentum.
So incredibly important for Obey to synergize all of their abilities, because NRG, once again, going for this composition of sustain.
Rafa does hit, followed by a crush and an ult from Pandalike, but Yamin once again going to give a portal to Rafa to get away. The execute threshold wasn't there for Twig, and so Rafa will survive.
Demi's made the rotation as well, and he's going to ult forward. Pandalike still caught up, adapting to the sky, looking for Twig.
And now Twig's in a lot of trouble too. The root is big, but still Yamin comes up big. A double kill for the guy who got MVP last year.
1v1
on the
Ataraxia.
left-hand side. Ataraxia's 4-1. I guess who's waiting?
Perfect.
It's adapting with the wall.
Perfect read.
Nowhere to go for Ataraxia there.
I almost think that's one of the reasons we see Pretty Prime with the blink, but hold that, Variety a little bit overextended here, and adapting is here with a fantastic Eagles rally. Variety proves it though. Hits two, peace out bro, and back to safety.
And that's now two players, Variety and Emilito, for their teams doing great job of fading and buying time. Gold Fury going to be started up. Rapper on top of it. Scarab's blessing onto himself, and he does get reset.
Wait, it was too early. Luckily, Pandalike's there to clean it up. The dot damage
Emilito.
Wait, Yamin hits two, and here comes adapting as well. The wall pins him in place. Adapting gets one. Panda gets adapting, but Yamin once more. I'm going to say his name all game.
Yamin's actually been the one doing the damage. It hasn't even been about the portals. He's sitting at 4-0-3, top of the player damage charts as well. Someone from Obey needs to check the mid laner from NRG.
Wow, someone needs to check Variety right now, because he's been attemptedly pressured twice now by adapting and not really looked too concerned. But Obey heading back towards the Gold Fury.
And they're going to be starting this up. Pulled in onto iRapper, rooted in place, immediate Scarab blessing. Emilito's in deep as well. I'm a monster off the mark.
I know it was only off the mark because Yamin's portal once again saved today. Space and time hits Ataraxia. Shell was late. Adapting comes down, and he's looking for Ataraxia. But once again, the portal's getting him out. Ataraxia will live for now. And now, meanwhile, the mid lane, Pretty Prime, running through the portal. Yamin is having a game of his life for the World Championships right now. You can see he's putting energy on his back.
You'll see him sit in the back just like this.
Rapper caught out a little bit here, and Pandalike takes a double tap to the face.
But Rapper's quite tanky now. Space and time hits Pandalike, and Demi's in there too. The tree's a little bit low right now, but he will get his ultimate off. Left-hand side, though, Ataraxia's alone. He's going to get out. Meanwhile, the portal will get Rapper safe, but Pandalike is in the Gold Fury pit, and he will be the first to fall.
Obey, they've got to get out. Variety knows this as well. I love what he does. Turns around. Fearless's energy away, but this is going to be a Gold Fury attempt, and honestly, I don't see how Obey is going to stop it. Pretty Prime has no ultimate right now. He knows it too. Good reaction from Captain Twig. You can see on that mini-map in the top right, going and taking some buffs in trade.
This isn't good for Obey, but they're by no means out of this game. We're sitting 25 minutes in, and the gold lead is minimal for NRG.
But at the same time, we saw his nerves yesterday. Wait a second, bit of a man fight and dueling once more between Emelito and Ataraxia. I'm surprised I'm saying that because Ataraxia generally
adapting.
as a passive player.
Is he in the sky right now? He is, and he is going to find Ataraxia right on the edge. Ataraxia forced to airstrike away, but Obey rotates 4 members over to the right-hand side in the meantime.
Rafa then trying to give him some protections and help Timmy out a bit. The crush did hit. The ult very early from Rafa there.
Pulled back!
But he's still going to get pulled away from the pull.
Oh, he got out!
Left side.
Twig
There
finds
we
it!
go. Twig finds the execute. One man. But left-hand side, this is going on.
monster.
They're getting the tier 2 tower. Rafa falls down. But 2 towers on the left go as well.
Absolutely beautiful play from Pandalike. Rooting Dimmy right before he can get to the portal, then pulling him away from it. It just bought so much time. They were able to get that extra damage off, and now Obey starting up this Fire Giant, knowing 2 members of NRG are on the left-hand side.
This is way around the corner. It's Captain Twig making sure Yamin is forced back to Fire Giant. Getting very low, but adapting here. Looking for the steal. But Obey Alliance, they claim their first Fire Giant in the Smite World Finals.
And I think that Obey are really going to be focusing on grouping up here and doing just that. And you can see NRG, this is what they love to do if they feel like they're in a position that they're behind. This is also enabled by their double global. They're going to be split pushing as well, trying to knock down those 2 tier 2 towers in mid and right-hand side and just allow Obey to almost over-group on the left.
Exactly, there won't be much fighting right now. It's all about position, tactics on the map, trading towers equally, and NRG are one of the best at doing that. They're trying to go for the Phoenix on the right potentially, but they've got to watch the one on the left as well.
Variety just going to be sitting in this jungle, making sure that NRG is not going to be able to walk into that Phoenix for free. And he is going to find Emelito deep in the jungle. Rewind!
That goes through. The ultimate's still alive for Emelito. The donkey's good from Twig. Eagles rally for protection.
Again, into the tower, rooting it, please.
Deep. Goodbye, Emelito. We knew thee well.
Absolutely beautiful play again. Variety, the shining star of Obey this entire tournament.
And we talk all the time about how these are scrim partners. These guys train for this. There was only 2 EU teams, so they could only scrim each other. But what is actually allowed is for them to notice the normal rotations of the team. And right now, the crowd is behind Obey. They are underdogs here, and they're looking for a second Phoenix.
Right into the back line again, finding 2, fighting 1 versus 3, while the rest of his team just deals with the Phoenix. Twig in the sky and Obey, they get 2 Phoenixes, and they're just gonna take their victory and back off.
Obey just looked like a well-oiled machine. They know exactly what NRG is going to do. Like you mentioned, they're scrim partners. They've seen this before, and I love the decision-making to go and fight them. NRG is split-pushing you to not fight you because you have that Fire Giant, because they don't feel like they have the advantage. So Obey takes the fight to them, and it's Variety frontlining it yet again.
And you mentioned it, Aggro, there. You talked about the gold lead was waiting to swing back, and it just did.
As Ataraxia split pushes that tier 2 on the right-hand side.
Just looking for a little bit more gold. As the jungle
nice spin.
Link there from Variety was good, but adapting spin that you saw, it will stop him from being knocked off.
Giving him that knock-up immunity is going to be huge against Variety. Always needs to be careful. Pandalike misses the grab, and he's going to get isolated.
He's isolated right now. His Pandalike to Variety dives in on Yamin. Yamin is being forced out back to safety. Adapting, meanwhile, up in the sky, has to come down. And the monster is gone, but Yamin deletes Pandalike.
Right
the
now,
fight is Emelito, and he will take out Prime. No, I'm a monster here, big boy. Rapid Obey in time for his team, as now Variety has the whole of energy to deal with. Emelito falls to Twig, and now Ataraxia trying to push on.
He's 1 versus 3 right now. You can see NRG a little bit too poked out. They're going to retreat, but a great hold coming out from NRG. NRG couldn't fight into him, but this late in the game, because he plants himself, just adapting, finds the perfect wall to keep away from the rest of his team.
Dimmy looking for the steal. He's on his own 1v3. Man versus the will, but
he has a wrap.
Too.
He can steal it.
Energy get the Fire Giant, and into the sky go both jugglers. Dimmy falls, but he'll be happy with the result.
And a perfect time for that fight to go on. You could see the Phoenixes just respawning, gonna give the Titan a little bit of regen, but Obey are grouped up in perfect time for this.
And now they're still trying to siege this down, but not many members really hit just yet. No more fire minions available in the mid lane right now. The right
Yaman's
down the
caught!
left gonna get the juggle with the Fearless, but the Sanctuary will buy him some time. Twig wants him though, but now he's not gonna find him. He's gonna think about going in.
And he's gonna land right on top of Imolito, who's still to the front line through space of time, connects on a Penalite, and adapting to the back line. He's up in the air right now, trying to pick his target, and it's gonna be on top of
But
Pandalite.
he immediately goes out and forces Pandas up. Then Dimmy comes in with the Eagles rally. The tree will fall. The Phoenixes will stand. NRG can rest for a moment. The Phoenixes are going to get a reprieve. This Fire Giant is giving them that chance.
Someone needs to be on Emilito. He's the real threat right now.
And right now, because of that fight, NRG gonna be able to push down. Pandalite the only one dead. You can see a couple members of Obey just backing. They want to defend this right now. NRG, this is not going to be an easy push for them.
Dimmy going to tank this one up, but there's Variety trying to slow it down once more. However, on the front side, Twig forced to fly away. But the damage from these mages is starting to get a little bit more now. We're approaching later game. The items are coming online, which means the mages in mid can really start to shine.
And you can see Captain Twig right now just trying to buy so much time, but it's adapting there with a great stun
Emilito.
to the sky.
Not gonna find
Emilito
it.
in the middle lane.
Missing. Yeah, look where Emilito is, right in the middle. He's backdooring a Phoenix.
Oh, beautiful.
And he get a Phoenix for free there. Cheeky,
Oh!
And now Prime will live with one hit through
Yaman wants this.
Yaman's chasing. Variety denies that option, however. But now round the back of Timmy, and the hottest of blinks comes through. And push on, Obey, they're in tatters right now. They're in trouble. The front line is isolated. It's 3 with the damage dealers forced to retreat.
Variety doing everything he can in this fight to try and peel for his team, but Pandalite gonna take a different path from everyone else. He's gonna be forced back, and it's gonna be Obey on the back foot once again. But Imolito just playing that perfectly. Obey just start channeling up mid after they got that successful defense, and Imolito reads it so well, just walks around the corner, sneaks away the Phoenix.
That whole fight changes as soon as Pretty Prime gets hit by through space of time. Without that mage there, that chase is safe for NRG to continue. Yemen may not have gotten the kill, but he certainly changed the fight.
NRG want to try and backdoor this Phoenix now. They have no minions coming with them for quite some time. And by hanging around here, it's given them an opportunity for Obey to respawn, because they're going to have to force it if they're going to, and the Fire Giant has just worn off.
That thing's in the sky right now. Ataraxi is going to see it, but still get hit, has to airstrike away as Variety zones out the back line. Hovering death right now, but NRG, they're so healthy. The execute's not going to be there.
Very, very cagey from the two teams right now. It's gone back and forth this game over and over again. Obey with advantages, then it was NRG, then it was back to Obey, and after that Fire Giant that went down, NRG has started to control the pace, the tempo of this game.
And that's because of the Chronos late game. You can see Emilito, he's been sitting on 6 items for a while, near the top of the player damage charts. It's been him and Yaman, the 2 mage players for NRG Esports, are just making the difference right now. Even Obey could look to just back up and defend.
And who's going to start this fight for Obey? It's been Variety who's forced the initiation.
Rafa's good. That's going to force his ultimate. Not going to get executed. I'm a monster. Only on Dimmy, but Dimmy took on 2.
Twig misses again.
Well, Twig missed his ultimate again. And now Twig's in trouble. He needs help. But so does Dimmy. Adapting is here, however. And he's going to pick up Pandalite and manage to make it a 1-for-1 for now.
Twig, there's no way he's going to survive this. 1 versus 3. It's going to be Imolito picking him up, and Rafa just bugging around, just buying time, distracting Variety. He's not able to get to the aid of his jungler.
No. Variety is distracting NRG because they're trying to get the Phoenix in mid lane to respawn. Variety and Pretty Prime just have to buy time. They don't want NRG doing the Fire Giant. They don't want them sieging the mid lane. Variety is doing what he's done for this team all season and trying to just buy their moment. NRG have to be a little bit respectful of doing the Fire Giant, but it does look like Obey are happy to give it up.
NRG NRG are going to play this safe, I'm assuming. Try and bait out some relics. You want to get those purifications early. Good pull there. Going to actually pop that and Variety to the back.
But he doesn't manage to find the fearless he was after. Pandalite, however, did a lot with the ultimate, but instead he's very low himself. The bludgeon, but the protections are keeping him standing. Execution foul from Captain Twig comes down. For a kill, but still Obey hold their base. The middle Phoenix falls. The one in the back.
If Obey, like, Captain Twig here, he needs to be the factor and get a huge execute.
Without a doubt. Oh, through space of time coming for him. It's
He's
gonna
hit
find
him
him.
as well, and the Eagles rally too. But into the sky he goes, looking to buy himself time. Adapting is up, looking to reinitiate on to Captain Twig if he can find him in time. Pretty Prime is so low around the back, forced to I'm a monster. The extra mobility will buy him a second, but Energy, they're closing the gap on Obey.
3 baited ultimates there. Captain Twig caught in the juggle, has to hovering death. Then I'm a monster used defensively by Pretty Prime. And then Airstrike. NRG are baiting absolutely everything.
Already, but Amelito, no help. Prime picks him up. Next on the list is Rafa. They can't find the pull, but they'll find the fearless power sleeve combo. The ultimate wasted by Rafa on himself. He's a sacrificial lamb right now. Gonna buy a little bit of time for his team to disengage.
Right?
Obey.
No.
Right?
No.
He's gonna die, right?
Okay.
How many fire giants have we seen so far? I mean, we're gonna see another one now. It's about to spawn between the two of them. And it could go either way once more. This fire giant could be the difference between the win and the loss.
And the fire giant's up in 15 seconds, whereas Emelito's not responding for another 30. Obey, not even waiting for that. They've looked, Variety looking for Yaman, but Yaman was just sitting there waiting to bait.
And now he's not there to defend this mid.
The impressions, the Phoenix is looked at, adapting to the sky, though, wants Prime. And he will get Prime as well. Space and time, and Eagles rally. Cancelled out by Pandalite. Adapting falls down.
The fearless.
Next on the list is Dimmy. Dimmy running, but execution comes through. Obey, they could end the game here. Obey, they could take game 1. Obey, they could do something they have never done before. That is take a game of the world champions. NRG.
Absolutely perfect. Twig connects his ult finally. Pandalite pushing forward. Ataraxia taking a lot of damage, but it's only one player left alive. Rapper has respawned and actually Obey. This Titan's not going down as fast as they want.
Lawbringer in from
There's no way.
So gets Ataraxia.
No way they're gonna defend.
Revives him up. The Titan is beating on Obey. NRG are trying to hold.
They're gonna do it.
Are gonna hold. And the boys of Obey turn it around. We can bring it. No! Double kill. Captain Twig. Deicide. Obey. But Energy's base remains.
But no minions. Twig, all the ults that he missed, it doesn't matter anymore. He finds 2 with 1 hovering death, but then no minions remain. Obey just, Ataraxia was so low and Emelito had just respawned. Ataraxia needed to stay around the backside. He tried for as long as he could, but just couldn't stay alive.
Is that a choke? Or is that just Energy being as good as they really are? Sit down, everyone. At least we got a little bit more time to play. Now the Fire Giant is available, as mentioned earlier, but Variety looking for plays on his own. Adapting gets away from the crush just in time. With that hammer and the sigh from the silence, they were on their way.
Now that those are up, NRG can look to force something.
And now Variety is just being that thorn in the side that he's been all game long.
Jimmy's in a bit of trouble there, but the Eagles rally was good. The overreach death was not. Captain Twig misses again. And the monster rewind, boys. Yamin takes out Ataraxia, looks to get away. Rafa supports his Dimmy, cleans up Captain Twig. Next on the list is Variety, but he'll Lawbringer away. The tree on the front side trying to protect Prime. Can't stop Emelito. And now Pandalite, he will fall too. NRG, NRG, NRG.
This is what you come to expect up against NRG. You make one mistake, you miss one skill shot, you make one step out of position, and they will make you pay.
Okay, Variety, it's your turn. You've got the whole armada on the front line. He's got to keep them busy. He juggles
doing a good job.
He spins around. He tries to buy more, but the team don't care. NRG just don't care because it's the Titan that they want. It's the Titan they need. And with that, Obey with their closest chance of beating NRG. fall.
What in the hell was that game?
Well, now it's that time for these boys of Obey to look inside themselves. Demoralization from such a long game that was so close. NRG, a sigh of relief for the world champions. The analysts, they are ready to take us through that extended game one.
In a 50-minute war, NRG manages to come out on top. Welcome back to the Analyst Desk here, folks. Smite World Championship 2017 kicking off in style. Oh my goodness. One thing, I'm just gonna say it right here. Hi-Rez, you need to just make Yaman a god in the game, okay? That's all I'm gonna say, because you can't possibly have that much talent, and it's absurd. I cannot even believe it there, Anatoly.
This is why they picked Giannis so early in their draft, as well as the Chronos. We saw both of them at the end of the game between Emilito and Yaman combined over 80,000 player damage.
In the arena and in Coke theaters all across the country, Game 2 is about to begin. NRG, Obey. We went 50 minutes last time. Let's see how long this one will go. Can Obey tie the series up 1-1? Time to send it over to our casters.
Well, like Golden Boy just said there, I mean, the last game went 50 minutes long. This one, however, I think it'll be a little bit quicker. And that's going to be the key there, is buying time for Pretty Prime to shine, because Yaman, honestly, game one, he did some monumental things that allowed NRG to win that game.
Yaman didn't die until 45 minutes. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but his Giannis play was immaculate.
And to be clear, the one time he dies is the one time Obey nearly ends. That's how important Yaman was.
Absolutely, but on the other hand, Emilito was just as important. He's playing the exact same character, and that's what's so difficult about going up against NRG. Yeah, okay, we need to ban Ra away, we need to ban Giannis away, but then that leaves open Chronos for Emilito, and he has looked so good on this god. And Rig's actually so low that he's got to back up and just let it happen. He doesn't have that Bumba's Mask, remember. He's gone for this Traveler Suit rush, so he needs to wait.
In the jungle, you can see aggressive from Dimmy again on Panda like this time. Just whittling down the members of Obey.
Oh, the body block
is alone. No body blocks yet, but the abduct is good. And Dimmy will claim first blood for NRG, as Obey was just picked apart one by one.
Again, teleport picked up by Variety, not on the side of Dimmy, but Dimmy doing a great job of poking them out and just delaying long enough for the rotation.
Quick is caught, and there's a Kraken. NRG will take 2 lives early, and this is what I was worried about here, is the morale of the team of Obey after that first game.
And remember, Obey is this roster, basically any of these players separately have never beaten NRG. They've been close a couple times,
no, really?
But never able to do it. And there, again, they got so close. That was their first time they've been that close. And then they aren't able to find it. You're right, that morale has got to be waning for Obey.
Obey have done now twice in a row this early game aggression onto the solo lane.
Mid-lane, and Twig good nicely Prince. That was quick. A third kill the way of NRG from nowhere.
But when he's not tanky enough, he starts to suffer. And Yaman is probably going to exclusively look for him for the rest of this game.
He's going to juggle Panda like that to half health on his own. Bit lower monitor, really continued to follow up there. But it was nice pressure against him, the 2v1.
Oh, hold that thought. Taunting in it. Emilito able to get the rewind off, though. 2 ults.
But Ataraxi is going to be able to follow up on that. Captain Twig round the back as well. Pinned in place is Emilito. The open rapper is beautifully placed. And Obey will immediately reset, knowing they cannot kill Emilito.
Emilito just got 3 lives. I mean, they killed him twice, effectively, and he's still able to get out. We've seen this composition again and again from NRG, and no one seems to have the answer for it.
I think this Khepri might be something Obey looks into later in this series at banning away. It's been way too effective with Emilito and Yaman as well at just keeping these high damage mages alive.
Twig is round the back here, but the Kraken is good again. All on Panda like who immutes most of the knockup with his ult himself. Meanwhile, solo killing the right-hand side. Nobody knows what went on. All I know is Dimmy is dead.
Variety getting the better of Dimmy in both matchups. 2 games, 2 solo kills for the solo laner for Obey.
He uses Wrath of Terror, making him CC immune. He's not knocked up, and knocked up 3 members of NRG.
Dog from Rapper didn't really find a home there. Panda like falls down. The Gold Fury helped him do it. But now Rapper's low too. The Gold Fury in the turret will actually help him out. Ataraxia forced to go back, and now Twig again. tries to wrap round the back, but once more, he falls again.
I also like this investment into the winged blade right now that Captain Twig's working on. He's really struggled against this Poseidon, and that's going to enable him to immune that whirlpool and escape out of that Kraken.
Well, in the jungle again, Panda like being isolated, but a great Earthshaker involved, but there's a Kraken from Yamin again, and it will take out Panda like. Energy march on, they look for Twig one more time, who tries to duke out as long as he can, but once again, Adapting's there to pick up the pieces.
And once again, just Yamin's Krakens have been amazing.
Pretty Prime in a bunch of trouble now. Adapting, able to eat the backfire, using that turret perfectly, but Pretty Prime not going to be able to get away unless
Oh,
the
he
backfire
will with that
comes
backfire
up.
just in time. And now here's Variety. He takes one. He takes to the sky like a bat out of hell. He wants Yamin as well. Under the tower he goes.
He found him.
And he's going to pick up two.
Amazing.
With a spicy rotation.
Variety is amazing.
And you called it right at the beginning, Kevin, that this was not in Variety's God Pool, but that play
Hello,
right
Jimmy
there.
comes. Oh, Pandalite just saw that in time, I think. Otherwise, he could have been very troubled there by being pulled onto the tower once more. But then, Jimmy's trying to secure his speed buff with the help of Adapting, and Adapting does just that. Secures his speed buff and falls back towards Pandalite.
But it's nowhere to go for him. The double knockup, double root as well. The Earthshaker over the top, not going to be able to find a
Panda's
home.
about to fall though, maybe, yes! Rapper picks up one. Kraken does not hit home this time though. And it's Captain Twig once more with his little pooch by his side, running for his life.
Trying to get away. Oh, nice knockup. Daptic still finds it. Once Energy gets a kill, it seems to be they pressure it so much.
Pandalite in a bit of trouble there, being pulled in by that whirlpool. The Earthshaker doesn't find a home again, but Adapting may have bit off a bit more than he wants to. Purification and Sanctuary used, as now Dimmy comes in too, with the Lawbringer, not going to find the Fearless he wants, and round the corner.
Variety's here in the middle lane, uses the Devour on top of Rapper, but the shell is good for now. He's going for Yamin though, under the tower, needs one.
Oh, not going to find it. Kraken, and the ultimate from Rapper's good. Variety still wants it though. He can sense it.
He misses.
He can taste the blood. But the tower,
The pull.
the pull. Still he stands.
He's got it
3
down.
members. Variety falls down. Meanwhile, the back of the fire continues.
Emilito just doing it all. Jimmy pulled back into the tower. Prime able to pick him up thanks to the meatball. But at the end of the day, 2 for 1 in favor of Energy. Rapper coming up huge for
Sure.
later.
It's just wards across that bottom side of the Gold Fury from the left to the mid lane. They've spotted out Obey's rotations repeatedly.
Adapting goes in, looking for the acorns, but instead he gets pulled and ulted in place. Earthshaker, Kraken from Yamin, though. It's even better to slow them down. And Energy turns tail. Round the corner, Variety's on his way. As Twig is abducted by Rapper. But there's Variety looking for Adapting.
the revive.
Rapper's ultimate is fantastic to keep him up. The juggle from Dimmy's amazing. And he'll take out Pandalite. Now Captain Twig's in trouble again. Dimmy slowed down in place, the turret, helping them out for Obey to fall back.
Ataraxia still in some trouble though. Emilito doesn't want to let him go. Pin over the wall. Variety juggled up into the wall. The Whirlpool's down as well. Nowhere to go for the solo later. Yemen picks up his 4th.
And Energy just grouped so well together, continue to control the pace of this game. 18 kills in 16 minutes. A tier 1 tower, the second one of the game, will now fall.
This Capri has to go. It just has to go. iRapper has done such a perfect job all set of saving Emilito, saving Yaman in the mid lane.
We've seen Pandalike play it very well himself. I would love to see Obey select it away. Don't waste the ban because you need to get away that raw Yana.
Gold Fury already half health, and in comes Rapper first of all, goes straight to Variety. Energy seem happy about going for Variety as Obey get the Gold Fury, but a bat out of hell will get him out of trouble, and Obey turn tail, still chasing that Energy. Lawbringer from Dimmy, juggled in the air. Kraken no, onto Panda only. Variety still away. Panda may fall down here, but for now Obey will be happy. But the fight continues.
Why is Obey fighting this? Just run, Obey. You got the Gold Fury. For the love of God, run.
They've just been slowed so much.
We got a rotation coming in from the right-hand side here of Obey. They're looking for Dim. The Earthshaker's good. Half-elf Lawbringer away, but in goes Variety. The bat is up. He's going to hit 2. It's not enough just yet. As the Wrath will buy him a moment, but still Variety will fall. Sorry, Dimmy will fall, rather.
Rapper wasn't there to save him this time, but all the while, Emilito pushing Ataraxia.
Obey just going to be pushing up here. This is going to be a free tower. Great job by NRG, though. Ataraxia is able to back and defend Emilito on the left-hand side, but Yaman getting a free tower in the mid, and still no one's there to defend it.
And this seems to be the key. Rafa may be a sacrificial lamb on the right, but they will trade a tier 2 tower in the mid lane here. Rafa's still alive, and he will live there. The tier 2 tower is going to take a little bit more time, whereas NRG, they take the one in the mid lane. NRG seem very confident right now. They're in the Obey side of the jungle around the Fire Giant area. The speed buff about to spawn, and they can look to take this one away. But instead, the mid lane Captain Twig once more falls down.
It's not even just the Khepri, it's adapting as well, and Dimmy. These guys are able to dive onto the back line.
They could be caught in the jungle here. Somebody could be in his Panda-Light right now. Variety's trying to buy some time for his team, but the focus on Panda-Light was good. The Earthshaker better. Into the Sky is adapting, using the Ratatoskr ultimate to look to dunk down, but immediately the Meatball was waiting for him to make sure they can continue on Ataraxia.
Nice defense there from Obey, fighting 5v4, 4v5 rather, with Captain Twig. He's here, he's respawned, and he wants to fight.
Well, they want to try and push on here, Obey, because they don't want them to recall back to base. There's an opportunity for Obey to try and siege the jungle.
They're looking for it right now. It should be a free blue buff. Irafer and Emilito still there on the corner. Oh, Ataraxia caught by himself.
A little bit awkward, but luckily enough, he's got the agility. A lot of damage from that Whirlpool, however, as Variety takes on the world. Great talk from Twig to buy him time, and a knock-up too. Meanwhile, on the backside, Panda-Like is very low. Emilito will clean his life.
Obey have to get out.
Back to full health, and the fight continues.
Pretty Prime gonna fall to Yaman as well. Killing spree for him. Kraken's gonna finish off Twig one more time. The 8th death for the jungler, but the 7th kill for Yaman in the middle lane.
And next on the list is Ataraxia, adapting, looking for it, but Variety will help out his Hunter, as meanwhile NRG, they have started the Fire Giant.
Variety's been the shining light. He's able to at least pick up one at the end of that fight, but Obey just going so aggressive, surprisingly enough. Their frontliners are not tanky enough to deal with NRG. They have way too much damage.
Variety fighting the world once more, but out of hell used, but the Sentry's going to buy him time for Yamin to turn this around with Rafa there too. The bat has to disappear. And that's not really Prime's issue right now. It's not his fault that he's behind, because his front line is behind. Here comes Jimmy with the Lawbringer.
NRG,
and he's stolen away as well. Captain Twig will fall. Adapting comes down. Not going to find a target, but he wants the bat if he can find it. NRG will be quite happy, actually, to just fall back after getting that tower. Variety's on his own over in this right-hand side. All members of NRG are over here. Ataraxia split pushing left a little bit, but I don't think NRG are going to mind this right now, as they're going to find Variety. The Kraken is good. He's still alive, however, and into the Sky he goes to buy more time.
Captain Twig able to use the taunt to peel for him a little bit more, but adapting, he's up. He's looking for him. Shell pop by Panda-Like. Patience from adapting is going to come down instead.
Earthshaker in place doesn't really hit home again. Multiple times and said this, but the Phoenix on the right-hand side will fall. NRG come up big in that fight.
Pick. That has been NRG all game. Every single time a fight's initiated, it doesn't feel like a full 5-on-5.
He has tried to come round the back there with the teleport, but he's got out of position. He's got no ultimate this time.
Pick.
Will pick him off once more and fall back to their side of the map. Maybe it's this Fire Giant right now. This could be the only chance Obey have left in the game. And they're focusing Rafa. The Fire Giant stands. NRG get the Fire Giant. The Earthshaker hits on adapting, but he's fine. Meanwhile, though, after Ataraxia takes out Yamin, they're looking at Emilito. The rewind is good. In comes adapting with the ultimate. Back down into the fight. Still, Obey focusing on to Emilito.
Emilito running for his life. Sanctuary immunes the backfire. Dimmy doing his best. Meanwhile, adapting picks up Variety on the backside. Now it's Pretty Prime in a bunch of trouble running from Dimmy.
But Rafa and Dimmy together are going to have to back away. They have the Fire Giant still, but the pin in place from Captain Twig is good. And Obey, we were just saying, they have to win a few fights. That's one of them.
Like you mentioned, Hindu, that's one.
That's
Obey
one.
need one or two more, but that's one.
Well, we might see another one around the Gold Fury right now, but Adapting's looking to catch the lazy back. Oh, squeaky bum time there. Those nuts weren't just wobbling on his screen either. The Gold Fury, though, half health right now. Rafa trying to slow them down, and the investment from the boys of Obey is looking for the Gold Fury secure. Kraken! And then he gets the Gold Fury! Yamin is a monster, but Yamin revived by Rafa as Dimmy goes in place. Still Variety wants to pick onto Yamin. The shell is used. Variety body blocked by Rafa. Surrounded by 4 members of NRG. Trying to pick up Yamin. But once again, NRG win the engagement. Can they end here?
Yeah, absolutely. They've got enough time for the damage dealers to be down 25 seconds on Ataraxia. That's really the only one they have to worry about. Captain Twig still only level 18. They can't end, but they could also just go and knock down the remaining Phoenixes, basically guarantee themselves a great spot to take control.
Seems the case. I mean, I think we just saw last game what can happen if you try and end it. It's just not the right moment. And Obey just have to sit here while NRG wait for their opportune moment.
And just playing this perfectly right now. You can see Yamin does have both his defensive relics up.
Oh, Earthshaker coming over the top, able to use the Sanctuary.
But the Dragon is even better. Ataraxia came in, and Ataraxia left the building right now. Fearless from Dimmy's good, not enough to kill Prime. But once again, Adapting's there to clean it up as Yamin gets a double kill. And Adapting gets one too. Captain Twig is the only man left standing on the side of Obey. And that's game 2, ladies and gentlemen. The world champions just showed you why they are the world champions.
The unstoppable energy machine rolls on. Game 2 looked clean from the get-go. Yamin is making it work on Giannis. He's making it work on Poseidon. I agree with Golden Boy. We just need to put this man in the game. He's a god.
At this point, you have to say so. I love this, though, on screen. Hazer still making sure to keep his team confident. Game 2, it was a pretty one-sided affair. But Game 1, they were able to go toe-to-toe. They almost should have won that. One small misplay. They are not out of this just yet. We saw it yesterday. Eager going down 0-2 at the start against Obey. Now Obey have to do it in reverse.
Oh yeah, Adapting and Yamin this game, just playing absolutely perfectly practically. I mean, their abilities were on point, their rotations are on point, everything from them impeccable, and I mean, let's be honest, these are the 2 best players in the world coming into the mid of the jungle roles, 2 of the power positions in Smite, and they're carrying their team to victory right now.
You could definitely tell the different level between these 2 teams, because last game, when Obey had a winning opportunity, they went into the Titan room. But then this time, whenever there was 4 members dead from Obey, NRG had the opportunity to go in that room if they wanted to after that middle Phoenix. But this is the world defending champion team. They went for a second Phoenix instead, playing it safe.
NRG always takes the safe road. We've talked about it earlier. They're a very slow playing team. They're never going to take any, even if it's 99% chance that the game's going to end right there, they're going to say, you know what, we're the better players, we're the better team, we're going to do the smart decision, play the Phoenixes, let the game go another 4 minutes, and we'll grab our win in 5.
It's very hard to get kills for Obey whenever you have to deal with the Kronos for Emilito, and then also the Kepri from Rafa.
Yeah, there's nothing like trying to kill the Kronos 3 times just to get him off the board. I mean, we're seeing amazing ultimates coming off from Emilito, then by the time he gets low again, he's getting the Kepri ult. I mean, it's got to be so frustrating to be dealing with that composition. Perhaps they try to get rid of the Kepri.
But that speaks more to the mentality that Obey is in right now. They have to relax. They are a fantastic team, capable of defeating NRG. It is possible. They just need a reset.
It's so difficult now because they made it to the grand finals against NRG, but now they're down 0-2. They have to win 3 in a row against NRG, which is unheard of in Smite history.
Now, Ataraxia and Pretty Prime have been in a situation very similar to this before in Worlds, and they came back and they won 2 games, couldn't quite find the 5th, but as well, that wasn't against NRG. And when's the last time somebody won just 2 games in a row against NRG?
Oh, I believe that was yesterday when LG won 2 games against NRG. Listen, if it bleeds, you kill it, okay? It is possible to take down NRG. They simply just have to get out of their own heads.
Hey, when you're in a pickle and you got your back against the line, what do you whip out? You bring out a hyper carry, but it's not going to be the Kali, it's going to be the Mercury.
Mercury is also another great carry god as long as you have the crits in your favor. Once we get to that phase, Captain Twig could potentially 2 to 3 shot with both Zeus and Kronos, especially before the important rewind.
It's going to be a close game. That Mercury could have the entire hands of this team's tournament line in them.
I mean, where does it go from here? Where does it go from here? Who do you got?
NRG are going to sweep. This is their year.
It's too hard to vote against NRG at this point.
The desk is unified, guys. Make some noise. Game 3 is about to begin for the Smite World Championship. I'm going to send it over to the commentators.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, NRG last year 3-0'd. This year, they have one game to retain their title for another year of Smite World Champion.
And they've just been playing phenomenally across the board, every single member.
And we've seen that Variety's gotten the better of Dimmy 2 times in each of the last games. I mean,
we might see a collapse in the jungle here because Obey went very deep for those back harpies. And now the boys of NRG, they're not really happy about that, trying to poke out. The ball from Panda's good, but Yamin once again gets support from Rafa, and Adapting turns his attention back.
Big tidal wave, and that's actually going to force Adapting to run back into the mid lane. Captain Twig can't get the pick off, but he's going to special delivery into the rest of his team. Yamin very low, but the get shield from Rafa going to keep him alive.
But Captain Twig's in trouble because here comes Emelito. Pride picks up one. Emelito in response, and that is huge for Obey to get the first blood. But now Panda Like's in trouble too.
One more hit, it's so close. Emelito looking for a time rift, finds it. NRG start off with 2 kills, but Obey did secure first blood.
And this is just like game 5 for Luminosity, up against Luminosity rather, for NRG, where Emelito comes into an early fight and all of a sudden just gets a bunch of last hits. And it's so hard to fight into that as the Hunter waiting for him when he gets back to the left side.
Credit where he's true, but right hand side.
Again?
Dimmy's in trouble.
3 games in a row.
And Variety is solo. Dimmy 3 times now. Variety once again. The opportune saving grace for Obey. Prime on the right-hand side, though, looking to invade and steal the speed buff if he can. Did manage to steal that one away, it seems, and now Twig round the side. Boom-man ultimate, but it's not enough to slow them down. Adapting's in trouble, into the Kraken, and Obey's life is back. They're looking good, and they're looking for more. Yamin's in trouble, he's gonna go down next, and Rafa's gonna roll away as Obey clean up more.
But that Geb shield just allowing Emelito to stay in the fight, bait a little bit longer, and then find the rewind.
Oh, wait 1 second. Dimmy and Variety again, and Dimmy's gonna die again. The Scouser from the UK is really stepping up in his first World Championship. But meanwhile, Yamin's in trouble.
Very low, gonna buy some time with the Sanctuary. Pretty Prime on the other end does get picked off. And Captain Twig and Ataraxia just trying to retreat. 2 low mana to fight this right now. Panalike makes the rotation, but Variety has teleported in.
And he's gonna get Emelito in place. Emelito didn't see it coming. The lazy back may hurt him now. And into the sky goes Variety. But Emelito jukes it out. Rafa's here with the Cataclysm and Adapting too. Variety, no ultimate. He's gotta be very careful.
And just Emelito continuously getting saved. Adapting still trying to fight though. Variety is huge in this match. 3-0-0. He's level 11. Almost everyone on NRG is 4 levels behind him at 7 minutes. And this is what Obey needs to do with this huge lead, is just keep applying the pressure into NRG.
Ultimate early on Pretty Prime, and he's going to run for his life right now. Captain Twig's there to support, but a Kraken defensively used from Prime. Big ultimate down from the mid laner means that Obey have to back up. Adapting still giving chase with the Nemesis.
Whirlpool gonna force Adapting to loop around, still looking for the slice and dice. Pretty Prime though, tidal waving, buying some time.
Meanwhile,
and here comes Twig.
Right hand side, Twig goes in with the ult, looking for Yamin, and Yamin's 1 hit from death. In the skies, Variety. He wants Emelito. Meanwhile, Yamin has already fallen down. Emelito on his last legs, gonna fall down into the tower. The crowd erupts, but Dimmy is here.
And he's gonna find one, answers back. Variety still wants to dive this under tower though.
Variety.
Dimmy stunned and body blocked, but the Wrath gonna buy Dimmy time. Ataraxia canceling his Disaparate, gets the last hit, but Adapting's back in the fight.
The Sanctuary will buy him a moment, and Variety goes in again. Takes one more tower shot, still stands tall, back and forth, blow for blow. These teams are going at it right now. Speed buffing there on the right-hand side from Obey. They're going to steal away, but in the mid lane, the Kraken and Rafa hits, and Rafa's already fallen down. Dimmy has turned up, but he can't get the ultimate off in time to save his support. However, Panda Light's now going to go in trade. 1 for 1, but Variety up, Variety down, and they're still looking to box.
Variety just wants to fight as much as possible at this point in the game.
Gold Fury right now is available for the 2 teams as per usual, and the dance may start to begin. The fire elementals around the fire jet have now stopped spawning, so everybody's paying attention to the left-hand side.
And Obey just saw Yamin back to the base, so they're going to be forcing this. This is a great start to the fight. Rafa rolling around the side right now is going to knock up 2, but there's his escape pulled just off the mark from Panda Light.
But Ataraxia's been very quiet right now, but his kills are saying a different story. As Dimmy is forced to ultimate, and NRG actually going to engage on this. But a Kraken hits 3, forcing the rewind out of Emelito. Emelito too. The chain lightning does work, but still, Variety gets Rafa, and Variety's going for more in the back. Yamin's in trouble.
5-0-2, 6-0-2. Variety is doing so much for Obey right now. He has been everything in the backside though. Emelito barely able to outplay Twig on that last hit.
Chased down. Ataraxia is on his way. Emelito may have to sacrifice himself. Oh, he's going to juke out one, but the tower won't claim his life. But Ataraxia shakes his head on the screen. Meanwhile, Prime, though, Emelito drawing all that attention, allows Dimmy to get one, but guess what? Variety will kill Dimmy again.
Variety is the saving grace for Obey right now. He has half of their kills, and then he's been involved in another 2, level 16, and you can see just how difficult it is for Yamin to survive on this immobile Zeus, even with the tank boots, even with the Warlock Sash now being completed, even with the Geb shield, it's still not enough to save him from Variety.
Protect his backline when they got dove on.
Variety.
Adonis right now, as you can see the ult trade on the left-hand side of the map. Variety forced to Sanctuary, Rafa on his way round 2. Variety has finally been off too much. No! I apologize, Variety, because you will get away from what I thought was going to be impending doom.
They sustain coming in the late game for Panda-like, and the big damage coming from Soul and Mercury in the
left-hand side, a lot of pressure on Emelito again. The Supernova does not hit home. The rewind will buy him a moment to get back to his teammate. That is Rafa. But in the jungle, it's Variety who's trying to rotate round. He's going to ult out the Cataclysm, and Panda-like hits 2 with a big final. And there's the Kraken. Hits Adapting, but Adapting still fine.
Variety on low health, just trying to get out, but he's slowed right now. Actually jukes out the timer. Still alive. Sonic Boom through the team fight.
Yamin's still alive. How is Yamin still alive? I don't understand. Twig is going to have to run away. The detonate absorbed by the Sanctuary.
How is that a 1-for-1? Look at the health bars. Adapting, barely dashing away from Captain Twig there. He has speed buff, but no special delivery to close this gap.
He's got the speed buff, and that's going to buy him enough time just to get there if he needs to, but gonna play it safe.
Variety's behind the tower.
He's got him! The Lions, they kill!
Erupts as the Gold Fury goes 2. Everyone knows that Smite fans love an underdog, and there's none better right now than Obey.
Variety just trying to dash away right now. Good route from Panda-like. Gonna buy him some time. The Geb shield to make sure Emelito wasn't gonna get knocked up.
Emelito able to find Panda-like there underneath the tower. Emil, just like Variety was a saving grace for Obey, Emil is the one for NRG.
Well, mid lane, Emelito has turned up. Bit of damage onto Panda-like there. Good juggle. They're looking for the Zeus ult too. Trying to burst down Panda-like, but the Kraken trying to slow that opportunity down. Panda-like one hit, Adapting will kill him. And now in comes Emelito.
Ataraxia trying to get away right now. Adapting gonna ult on Ataraxia. Captain Twig through the team fight, but great purification. Gonna make sure Yaman can pick up Ataraxia.
And Variety couldn't be there because he was completely out of mana. Dimmy didn't let him back either. Those are the exact fights that NRG want to take. Any fight where Variety, the super fed solo laner, isn't there.
And Variety is just putting pressure on this solo lane. He has teleport. He's able to pressure out Dimmy. Obey should not force this without Variety.
From Rafa to slow them down. Takes a lot of punishment for that though. Yamin's ult over the wall really helps him out, and he still stays standing. But Panda-like's route is good, and he jukes out the Myrtle, and into the sky goes Adapting.
Variety also to the sky, jumps down on the back line. Dimmy's already taken out Twig. Yaman is just juking so long, and now Dimmy's using that movement speed order to try and get his team out.
Panda-like goes down. Yamin's still alive, but he will fall thanks to the help of the Gold Fury. Ataraxia wants to keep fighting though. His teammates are too weak to carry on, and so it looks like Obey may turn their attention to him. Dimmy's taking a lot of punishment. Round the corner, there's Pretty Prime, and Emelito's now fighting a 2v2.
And Variety he just can't lock down a target right now. He does pick up Emelito in the end. It's gonna be 4 dead on the side of NRG. Adapting the last alive. He's trying to loop around this Gold Fury. Variety, is his wrath up right now?
Well, he knows he's still an award, but he's still got plenty of time. The Gold Fury's at a decent health pool right now. Ataraxia is getting weakened by this, and Variety is on zone duty, trying to stop Adapting. The shield comes up and absorbs the damage. It heals him back, and now the Gold Fury has to be reset.
Variety's got to take to the sky, but he comes back down. The Geb shield gonna save him for a second, but it's not enough.
Variety and Obey win another big fight, and the Gold Fury is gonna fall. Obey, they've got to take it one game at a time, and they're doing just that.
Talk about playing with fire. Ataraxia, Variety, so low health. Adapting has the confidence. He's got the shield. He goes in, and even with the shield from Raffer, enough damage between the two to punch through, get the double kill, and secure the Gold Fury.
We saw NRG, though, again, try and take the fight at the Gold Fury. It went great for them. Trading out 2v2 when you're this far behind is great, but after that fight, Obey is now going to be looking to force.
The Fire Giant is low, but Obey, no energy! Energy stolen! Are you kidding? Energy! They managed to get the Fire Giant, are you serious? Tackles him and Rapper misses though, and Prime picks up Dimmy. There's the ultimate from Captain Twigs there. They want Rapper, but he's still too tanky. On the front line, Variety trying to slow them down, but Energy are fighting back. They have the Fire Giant.
Rapper just trying to protect his team for now. Emilito gets the rewind as Yaman secures the kill onto Ataraxia. Pandalike just trying to run away. Great whirlpool from Pretty Prime.
But still, Energy march on. They want Pandalike. They're trying to collapse, but Panda's jukes are just too good. He's still buying more time, and Yamin has to dive all the way deep. Not deep enough though. Pandalike will live.
Why does anyone do an objective around Dimmy ever? Because he's gonna get it. He's gotten so many in this series. Again, able to steal away the Fire Giant just when it looks like Obey are gonna be able to take a game off Energy. Dimmy shuts the door to 0 instantly to not allow that.
Adapting got hit big with that big old crit there. The shield comes up early. Pandalike can't hit the root, but in the skies, Variety, he may chase this.
Oh, Sanctuary gonna buy him some time. Captain Twig just off the mark, but he still finds the kill onto Adapting, but Energy taking a fight in the mid in the meantime. And Dimmy going forward, looking for Ataraxia.
Not gonna find him, however, the Kraken used by Prime as a tier 2 on the right does fall down for Obey. Even though Energy had the Fire Giant, they have to fall back and defend. Gold Fury started up by Obey. Energy recognize it, but can they get there in time? Adapting first on the scene, and there's Rapper with Blink Cataclysm, but he's in a Whirlpool and a Kraken, but still Rapper's alive. Obey are forced back right now as the Gold Fury resets.
Great job of disengaging now. Variety's gonna look for the re-engage, but immediately getting ulted.
Boom! It hits onto the backside, but it's not enough to dissuade Energy. They stay group Dimmy, a little bit low there, but round the back is Yamin being focused, and Emilito forced to rewind as well. Both teams dancing around. The sustain is available for Pandalike and Obey. But just look how good Energy are here. They're world champions for a reason. They are down 9K, and they are still fighting. And right now, they just picked up Pandalike for absolutely free.
Still down a man. Obey are going to force the Fire Giant. 2 players on Energy. Both the mages back in base, and this should be relatively free as Variety jumps forward to zone out NRG.
Love the call from Variety today. He's like, listen, boys, not this time. No one's walking into this Fire Giant stealing away.
A ton of power, 75 physical power, plus he's able to find a
Definitely
kill.
Best game he's had so far in the finals, and there. This is what happens when you get to the later stages.
All that Energy saw on the map was Captain Twig on the right-hand side, and he's just buying a ton of time, but his ultimate has been forced right there. And you see multiple members of Obey on the left-hand side, but Energy should be able to back.
I don't think they can get back in time to stop the Phoenix on the left. Obey are going to get this Phoenix for free. Energy are here. Maybe Rafa can blink in, but he's still got people recalling. No, the Phoenix goes down. Obey, nice one.
Twig gonna eat the ultimate from Yaman, trades out his Sanctuary for it, but again, it's just to keep them from backing. This is Twig knowing exactly what Energy like to do in these situations and playing to counter that.
So there's no chance that he is ever gonna be able to back. Captain Twig will not let him.
Cataclysm and the ultimate all on Prime. He purifies away, and in the end of that, Ataraxia took the brunt of it. Kraken off the mark. Meanwhile, Variety is gonna stop Adapting from getting to his carries. Pandalike on PO2. Emilito doing what he can, but the rewind is perfect.
Really good right there now, and you can actually see Captain Twig going aggressive on it. Yaman finally that board plays off huge. He finds the pick onto the Zeus.
You cannot 1v1 Mercury at 32 minutes. You just can't. There's not a character that Energy has to deal with Captain Twig right now.
And with Yamin being down, Obey feel they can push on the mid lane as well. The Phoenix is exposed here. Dimmy is here. Emilito's here. No ultimates available for Energy right now, but they're still trying to fight Emilito. Sanctuary is down. Shield from Raph is going to buy him time. knock-up is good too. As then once again, Dimmy goes back in.
He was trying to zone, but now it's trouble. He's caught on the wrong side of this whirlpool. Ataraxia find him. 3 players left alive for NRG to defend this, and it doesn't look like Obey's gonna even go for that final
Obey
finish.
are currently feeding off the crowd's emotion. The crowd wants them to get him to a game 4, and Captain Twig's gonna do it too. Obey are gonna do the impossible. They took the game off the world champ. Look at their emotion. That's just one game. They still gotta do it 2 more times.
They've got 2 best of ones. That needs to be their mindset. And I mean, this is the exact same situation Ataraxia and Pretty Prime were in Worlds Season 1 Finals. Down 0-2 to Cog Prime, and they bring out a surprise pick, this time a Merc.
If you can't hear it at home, the crowd is chanting, Obey, 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 Obey. That's some Europeans right there, because that's a real football chant, tell you that. Aggro, that game's amazing. You're down 2 games after 2 monumental ones, and to fight back, that's what Obey just did. Analysts, tell us all about what went down.
In a very emotional victory, Obey managed to bring it back at the very least for now. We have been just honored with some top-tier Smite. This is amazing.
Variety's backpack is so big right now on that Ratatasker, just making so many good plays.
I mean, we've been talking about it before. He's been the MVP for Obey this entire tournament, and he is not stopping now that they need him most.
They're in a no-lose situation right now, and you have to take 2 games off of the defending 2016 World Champions.
The last time NRG lost to anyone in a best-of-5 set was back when they were Epsilon in the Super Regionals of 2015.
I know whose shoes I do not want to be in right now, and it's Obey's.
As we get ready for the picks and bans of game number 4. And here we go.
Getting back into the laning phase, but Thanatos locked in.
The Thanatos pick last time ended up working out decently well for them. Unfortunately, he had a pretty hard early game, actually, which is uncharacteristic of Thanatos. If he can get just a stronger early game off, he'll be able to snowball even better into the late game.
All right, so guys, I need predictions. Who's got this game?
I still can't imagine that NRG would lose 2 games in a row here.
Whoever I pick keeps losing, so I'm picking NRG.
Okay. All right, guys, let's see how this pans out. Will NRG become your 2017 Smite World Champions, or will Obey do the unthinkable, win 2 in a row, and force a Game 5? They need your hype. They need your energy. Let's go ahead and send it over to the casters.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy, and this crowd is behind Obey. We've said it before, though, you know, everyone in Smite, in the Smite world, loves an underdog, and right now these 2 teams are.
And honestly, just such a great performance from Variety in that solo lane. It's going to be Captain Twig's game, or it's going to have to be. It's so much harder for a
pull in mid lane, but no follow-up from Prime available. The red buff being invaded right now by Captain Twig.
There it
is.
is.
A great Ragnarok to cancel out the Kraken, and the Earthshaker doesn't really find a mark in the sky, however, is adapting, and he'll come down on 2, looking for Captain Twig. Twig staying with his team.
He's still alive, able to jump out from the root as well. Emilito finally able to pick him up with that Valkyrie's discretion. Now Pretty Prime gonna be the next target. Sanctuary buys him a moment, but not enough. Yaman able to pick up the second.
Panda-like in a little bit of trouble too here, surrounded by 2 players.
Panda-like slow, now rooted in place. Raffer, nowhere to go. Emilito picking him up, but Variety again, the saving grace for Obey. They're going all in. That's Variety trusting his team to make sure they're able to find it. A little bit off the mark for Captain Twig, but I love it.
Ultimate by 2 there, because there's an ult coming down on top, but already Panda-like's taken out. Captain Twig gonna Ragnarok and pick up Raffer, bring him back towards that Vulcan, but they're not gonna be able to bring down Terra just yet.
But you can see how well the Fenrir and Vulcan are gonna work together in the mid stages of the game, holding someone in the mouth, just waiting. Oh, Ataraxia!
Ataraxia's in a lot of trouble. Emilito's gonna give chase. Where's he gonna land? Back on himself. Sanctuary to buy him a moment. Meanwhile, in the jungle on the right-hand side, Iratha claims the life of Captain Twig. Gold Fury has maybe been started up here by Obey, looking to see, they're actually looking to pick on Emelito, who immediately purifies. Kraken hits 2, but meanwhile, Ataraxia, where was he going? Great ultimate with the Earthshaker coming out from Pretty Prime. Oh, what a response from Panda-like. That was huge. And Captain Twig will find the rats and send him back to base.
Pretty Prime there with the backfire. Panda-like jumping up and down. Nowhere to
He's
go.
still
Rapper
alive.
misses the root.
And now he still
down.
doesn't get away. Captain Twig trying to collapse. Variety in the sky, hunting, lurking, but Emelito responds with an ult of his own. Variety's low as well now. Still Dimmy in the fight, heals back up.
But Yemen's back, the whirlpool. Twig can't jump out. The root, he can root the wrath. And no, not able to get out. Dimmy finds it with the pin.
And now Brad's gonna fall as well as Dimmy is finally stepping onto the world stage. 2 kills for the NRG solo laner, and the Gold Fury will stand.
Like, this is the first time the NRG's had some sustain to counter the Sylvanas. They've got the Terra this time around.
Oh, in the jungle, the Ragnarok is going to pick him up and drag him on a merry adventure. The Execute's available, and he's going to find it this time. Kraken doesn't really do much to Prime, but in the sky, you still got Ratatoska, and Adapting makes it a 1-for-1, but Variety's back.
He's got the double, misses the death sight, but it's Pretty Prime able to find an exit north in the jungle of NRG in a Variety and Captain Twig working together as they have all game. Variety 3-0 already.
This is so dangerous. Again, 2 games in a row, just having such a huge kill lead early on.
And speaking of chunking, this Gold Fury getting chunked down.
Very low and already dead. Obey will get it. Energy not there to respond whatsoever. The gold lead for the second time of the game going towards Obey. Just to be clear how far ahead he is right now. Normally it's a level a minute in the solo lane you're looking for. He's currently level 15, so if anything, he's almost 3 minutes ahead of schedule.
And Dimmy is actually doing that level a minute sort of deal, but it doesn't even matter. He's so far behind, and because of that, Variety is itemizing like a true assassin.
The Captain Twig is looking aggressive on the right-hand side instead. Dimmy is going to be focused, but the wall from Terra is going to block his escape route. Still Captain Twig wants to go in. Variety's here with Pretty Prime on the backside, but the Kraken hits 2 from Yamin, and it's actually the boys of Obey that have got to run.
They've got to run, but they find the double knock-up. Adapting, able to find it, but Twig's so tanky thanks to those boots. Panda-like doing his best to run away, but that tanky tree able to escape out of it.
Meanwhile, left-hand side, we got a man fight going on between Ataraxia and Emelito as well. Ataraxia is running for his life. Emelito not going to find the banish. Energy recognizing this, he wants the kill. The Acorns will not do enough damage. Oh, that banish miss from Emelito. That could have been different. Ataraxia is looking to trade. He's getting low, and he's going to fall down. Emelito had enough mana for just a banish pulse combo, and that's all it was required. Obey feel they can do the Gold Fury here quite clearly, or at least take a fight.
There, Captain Twig going in, initiating. Emelito, no beats, Earthshaker!
Not enough to kill him though, as the Kraken only hits Panda-like. Ataraxia is forced out of the fight to the bottom line, but Variety will clear up Emelito. Pulled into the danger field is Dimmy. Great ult from Panda-like 2. Obey are fighting back once more.
And there it is, baiting the relics and then taking advantage when they're down. Yamin just trying to keep Twig off of his red buff, but all the while, Obey gonna pick up their second Gold Fury of the game.
And Captain Twig plays that flawlessly.
Really back and forth game before that, but it's Variety. You mentioned it, Kevin, he wasn't a part of a whole lot of fights before this. The one fight he's a part of, Obey win handily, able to find the execute on Emily.
He's level 20 right now. He's so far ahead of Energy. You just need to fight and play around him. Ult going to be forced here. Not that big of an issue. I don't think Energy are no, they are. It's actually, surprisingly enough, it's a 5-man group up around this Fire Giant. Are they going to try and siege the tower?
I don't know if they can really go for the Fire Giant here, but knowing Variety's ultimate down, maybe they feel this is the play. They are going to start the Fire Giant, and over on the corner comes Prime, hit by the Whirlpool. Sanctuary's the Kraken out. Doesn't take a lot of damage from that overall, but Adaptive still follow up. That meatball was amazing, but not good enough to stop one of the best junglers in the world.
Now Variety on the run. Sanctuary slowed out, stunned by Adapting, but he turns it around!
Over the wall comes Twig. He picks up one and takes him like a dog with a bone. back under the tower. Dimmy's turtle will keep him alive, but NRG, they managed to pick up Variety. And Panda Light brings him back in again.
Sanctuary saving Yemen's life. All these relics being used. Now Emilito going underneath the tower, looking for the kills. He's forced away as well. Not enough tower damage for NRG to keep this push.
Sure, if Obey don't contest, they get it, but if someone comes, they know it's not going to be a full squad, and the immediate commit onto Pretty Pride.
Well, only Emilito's here to stop the Fire Giant right now against two double banish. He's good, forcing the reset and looking to apply more pressure with Dimmy teleporting in as well. They'll find the pin on Captain Twig, forcing the purification, but Ataraxia with a fantastic gust will slow them down.
But the sprint pop by Dimmy, he knows they had to get out of danger quickly thanks to that rotation from Panda Like. The Dancer and the Fire Giant just trying to find, both teams are trying to catch the other sleeping right now.
Captain Twig pops the Ragnarok early there. He was looking for a pick on the right-hand side. Variety's with him though, and they're actually going to pick up one member, which is Rafa, straight to the ultimate, but Rafa is oh so tanky. He may be able to turn this around. The rotation for NRG is on the way.
But the shell and ult are good from Panda Like. Variety force up into the sky. Adapting's there with the Pretty Prime, taking a bunch of damage. There's the Kraken from Yemen.
And now Variety's in trouble too. NRG get two quick kills. On top from Dimmy hits him as well. Forcing purification after Axia and the airstrike. Now it's just Panda Like against the world.
Panda Like, we'll miss you, buddy. Yemen's able to pick him up. 4 kills for the mid laner for NRG. And just like you mentioned, the relics were down on the side of Obey. NRG takes the counter initiation.
But Obey, they know this as well. They're positioning in the jungle around the area, trying to control it and slow it down. Adapting goes to the sky.
They're looking for Variety, who's trying to finish off the tower. No, Panda Like is the focus. Finds one with the knockup, but Panda Like is falling way too fast. He's gonna fall. Emilito able to pick him up.
They get the tier 2 tower, but that's all they're gonna get. Meanwhile, Atarax is coming mid, looking for Rafa, as Ragnarok from Captain Twig was used there. Not sure whether looking for a pick or just instead looking to escape. Pin onto 2, really doesn't find a home there once again, as the pull from Panda Like isn't quite even, but the taunt from Jimmy's good. The Kraken's even better, but still Obey stands tall. The shells are down. Captain Twig is running, and Emilito gets one. Emilito's looking for another potentially, and Variety does not get the execute he was looking for. Emilito cleans him up.
Emilito just doing it all for NRG. Panda Like not gonna be able to get
3.
it. Triple kill for Emilito. NRG pushing down the Phoenix.
And now they can push on again. Look for this Phoenix, because the members of Obey have to fall back. The players on your screen intently focused right now. Adapting tanked it up as long as he could, mainly with Ataraxia beating him down. But right now the defense from Obey is just good enough.
And I love the turret positioning from Pretty Prime, daring NRG to come dive that Phoenix. Like you mentioned, Kevin, so difficult to siege against that. Oh, the pull onto Yemen though, forces the relic.
Now with that going on as well, Variety's in a lot of trouble here. Sanctuary down, Emilito gets one. The world champions are pushing into the base. Obey.
Earthshaker not going to find the mark. Rapper getting pulled towards the Titan, but it doesn't matter. Ataraxia doing his best to fend off the world champion.
And he's still alive for the time being, but NRG don't mind. They can go towards the middle Phoenix as well. Rapper's a little low, but he is terror. He can sustain back up once more. Obey, they wait in their base, knowing there's only one Phoenix between them and going home second place.
Obey need to try and hold this as much as possible.
The pull on Panda Like is good, but straight away Emilito will sanctuary round the back. Adapt King is here, looking to dissuade them from fighting. Forced out is Ataraxia. One more hit is all they need. Emilito might be able to get it. No, he's forced out by Captain Twig, who will lose his life in trade.
Emilito up into the sky. Valkyrie's discretion poking down Panda Like. All the while, though, the third Phoenix falls.
And Obey still trying to fight, but Dimmy's there with the ultimate once more. Ataraxia can't get it there.
TP behind them.
But can he get an execute? He can. It's on Rafa. There's 2. He's looking for a 3rd. It's going to be on Yemen. He picks up 3. Obey. They hold their base.
He's a god. He is a god this set. Obey. Backpacking right now into Variety. He respawns. NRG taking too long to get those kills, the sieges, and he just teleports right behind them. He's able to pick off 2 players. Somehow, though, Adapting finds Pretty Prime isolated in the jungle by himself.
This is a tall task to ask of Obey, but with the way Variety is playing, you gotta give him at least a little bit of a shot, but he might be caught out here on the right-hand side. He recognizes realizes that, it immediately pops up into the air.
But they're trying to chase him.
They're covering
They're on the
options.
mini-map. They're trying to chase him down here. Terrell as well. Variety's in trouble. Ruin in place. NRG, no. He was a key to victory. And they bring him down.
The sprint and Terra ult, they're just able to completely cover every single option.
It's heartbreaking. You know, you're in a position to try and make a comeback, but just in the wrong spot. You try and use the ultimate, still not able to get quite far enough away. Variety had such a good game, but that's a tough death there.
Well, there's 4 members left, and into the sky goes Adapting. The ultimate's weighing down. The Titan is under siege. NRG are looking to be world champions again, and they've done it. Long live the king! And once again, the king is Europe!
NRG reigns supreme 2 seasons in a row, successfully defending their world title. But shout outs to Obey, what a set.
They played great, but they just could not handle Emilito. Emilito on these magical hunters, just way too strong for Obey to fight into.
And continue in NRG, continue to hold the title of not being defeated in such a long, long time.
I'm standing here with the captain and the support, Raffer. Craig, I've known you for a long time, and from minute 1, the only thing you told me you wanted, way back when you were playing in the Challenger Cup, you said you wanted to be the best team on the planet. Well, you've done that, and you've done it a second time. What's next?
I guess a third time, right?
You guys played absolutely lights out in that set. At what point, if ever, did you feel threatened by this Obey team?
So game 1 and 2, it felt fairly easy, but that game 3 was so hard, and that game 4, I think we should have lost that too. We'll be having some conversations after this because it wasn't a perfect performance by us. I'm actually pretty disappointed.
The man is disappointed as he holds the World Champion trophy.
But I'm amazed by Obey. They were absolutely amazing. They deserve to be in the finals. They are. Give them a round of applause. Those guys, they're fucking amazing, dude.
Raffer, as always, Raffer, I always let you get the last word. You have zillions of supporters. You're on a different continent, and you had this entire arena shouting NRG. You bring it, you love it. Just what do you have to say to everybody that supports you?
I mean, I know most of you are cheering for the underdogs, which I would be if I was in your position, but for the guys who chanted our company, you know, NRG, our org, you're fucking amazing, and I'm probably getting fined $1,000, but I just won $100,000, so who cares, dude?
One more time, give it up for your Smite World Champions of Season 3, NRG!